no need to do that. There's loads in the shed.
Yeah, well, we can always use some more.
Have you seen my dad this morning?
No, your mum reckons he's still sick.
Well, he's going to be a flipping sight sicker when he finds out that you got yourself arrested and gave the police his name.
I gave him your dad's name before he arrested me. I thought we were just going to get a warning.
Well, we would have done if you hadn't got into a fight with that copper.
He was shining that torch all over you.
So, I'd covered myself up.
Oi, can you keep it down a little bit? There's sick people in here.
Aren't you better yet?
I'm not bad. Mum reckons might be at soup wine bar for food poisoning.
Roy, you were hungover.
No, Linda, food poisoning, council shut 'em down. There were me, me dad, Seth, Eric Pollard, there were one or two of us as well.
And you reckon you can make some money out of this?
Compensation for loss of earnings and that. And distress, it must be worth at least £1,000. Actually, the thought of all that money's given me an appetite for a big fry-up, mate.
Well, maybe Dad'll be able to use his compensation to pay off the fine he'll get for hitting that copper.
You're going to have to look after the kids this afternoon. I'm going to pick up Andy, take him home from school, wherever that might be.
Do you have to?
Billy and Andy lied to us, Jack. I want to make sure that Andy's all right.
Can't you leave Billy with a bit of pride, love? It's not easy for a man to admit he's lost his job.
I'm not interested in Billy's pride. I'm interested in Andy's welfare.
I'm sure Billy is too. If he'd needed our help, he'd have asked us when they came to tea. I'd leave it.
Yeah, you might, but I'm not going to.
Betty, you might as well go home and look after Seth. There'll be nothing for you to do here today.
Nay, I'm not leaving you alone with these two. They'll blame this plague on you the minute your back's turned.
The important thing is getting open again, not who's to blame.
Oh, yes, well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
They'll be testing every flipping thing. They'll go on the evidence, not what anybody says.
There speaks a man whose family knows the British legal system inside out, mostly from the inside.
We're just about finished now. Did you supply us with the samples we asked for, Mr. Pollard?
Oh, yes. It's the only enjoyment I've had out of the entire business.
Shame about the wine bar. Put people off going there for ages. Looks like whoever gets this place is getting it at a good time. Not interested? Of course I'm interested. You know what chance I've got at raising money.
You've no savings?
No. No, me ex looked after our money. We had a joint bank account, except she didn't bother to tell me which bank it were in.
Looks like we'll have to resort to Plan B, Alan.
Plan B?
Yeah, stick a sidecar on your bike. Bring Terry with you, like Wallace and Gromit.
Would you see in her, Al?
If you can still move after that breakfast, Alan, remember you were going to sort out your visa for the States? See ya.
Terry, I would have kept the pub on and left you in charge, but once we decided to go, I just wanted to get out. No need to explain yourself to me, Al.
Come on then, Bugs. You tell me who Mandy's been seeing, and I'll get that blockage in your belly sorted.
What are you doing?
Well, you've heard of horse whisperers, and it's a bit big for me. Bunnies are beautiful. He tells me what's wrong, and I sort it out.
And, what does he say is wrong?
Well, apart from being stuck in a hutch on his own with only the dreams of the Spice Girls to keep him happy...
The Spice Girls?
He's a very confused little bunny rabbit who's never been exposed to members of the opposite gender.
Oh, well, you've both got something in common then.
I will have you know, I'm back in the bosom of the woman who loves me, and what a bosom it is. Now, me and Bugs were just talking about whether anyone's been to claim them as their own while I've been away. Been quite evasive, but of course, I can rely on you.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Bet you would. Particularly if I picked up the phone and tipped off the boys in blue about you and Biff playing mummies and daddies in more ways than one last night.
I told you because I wanted advice, not blackmailing.
And I gave you my advice. Leave the country.
I didn't give a false name.
Well, in which case, you've been caught in a compromising position with your father. So, who's Mandy been seeing?
Who says she's seeing anybody?
Because if she hadn't been, you'd have said so.
Colin.
Mandy wouldn't see someone called Colin. You have to tell me for, and you can lie to me. See, Bugs, you're better off with your dreams.
Did Seth have prawns, do you know, Betty?
Oh, no. He's not a shellfish man, isn't my Seth.
None of the people who were ill seem to have eaten the same thing. What do they have to drink?
Vodka?
No, not the vodka, I can assure you. Top quality stuff.
Well, what else did they all have in common?
Hey, a delight for the palate coming up.
Marlon, the kitchens are shut.
Yeah, well, what better time to demonstrate my versatility?
You do realise, old boy, that the first ever outbreak of food poisoning in this establishment has only come since you have started neglecting your cleaning duties in the kitchen because you're starting to mess around with pastry. Now get rid of them.
Hey, it weren't me, Mr. P, honest.
Come on, Eric, that was a bit unfair.
You're also suggesting I'd work in a dirty kitchen.
Pity your fiancé's back from Hong Kong today.
Why?
I was rather looking forward to watching you compete with that divine tea shop girl for the lovely Doug Hamilton.
I haven't the slightest interest.
Of course not. The dirty looks you gave them at the casino were because you were sucking a lemon.
Well, I'm glad it amused you.
Does Steve have any idea he's not the sole object of your desires?
No more than Tara knows she's not the sole object of yours.
On which happy note, I suppose I couldn't tempt you to a guided tour of the hayloft. Morning, Mr. Chapman.
He said you was out of the country.
I'm sorry?
You know damn well I've been ringing you, and you know why.
Yes. Look, Dave, can we discuss this some other time? I'll come and see you.
I'm not going anywhere without the 2,300 you owe me. It might be out to you.
Is this a stud farm bill?
Well, you don't think they're eating arse feed up at the big house now, do you, dear?
It's a misunderstanding, that's all.
Well, don't misunderstand this. If I don't get paid what I'm owed right now, you'll not be able to ride your Nos again for a few months.
Where did you and Linda get to last night, then? I didn't hear you get in my early hours at morning.
We were having a bit of peace and quiet. Or so we thought.
This isn't a tea rooms, you know, it's an office.
I didn't like to go in there on my own, in case you thought I was hacking into the computer again.
I'm glad you brought that up. I've decided what you can do in return for me not calling the boys in blue.
I'm not doing anything illegal or dirty.
All I want you to do is keep your ears open around Kim. Whatever she gets up to, I want to know.
What makes you think she tells me anything?
Well, that's the point. She doesn't even notice you're around. You're not a threat. You're not even interesting. You're just part of the fixtures and fittings.
Oh, thank you very much.
The perfect spy.
I've heard it all before, Oakwell, and I've had enough. I'm going to the newspapers.
It's all right, Kim.
I'm not the only one in this boat, lady. That's why I'm here. To get my money before someone makes him bankrupt, and soon. How do you think the papers would feel about that?
What's going on?
It's nothing.
How much are you owed?
2,300.
And we're getting all steamed up about that?
We've been through this, Tara. Thank you.
I don't have the cash on me, but I'll tell you what, I'll write you out a cheque now.
I'm not taking a cheque off any of you.
And give you this watch as surety. It's worth considerably more than 2,000 whatever. As soon as the cheque clears, you can return it, OK?
Well, it sounds all right.
Let's go to the office.
I'm so sorry, Kim. The man's a complete...
I want those stud farm books at the accountant's, 12 noon tomorrow. I don't ever want to be humiliated like that again.
All I know is that it wasn't the tea rooms. You know, Eric's blaming everybody but himself.
Well, he was ill. He must know what it feels like.
I knew you'd see the bright side in all of this. Cheers.
Cheers. I wonder if you can find the bright side in this. You know where I went for that interview at Houghton Comp?
Yeah, school secretary.
Well, I got a snotty letter this morning saying that I hadn't got the job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll be coming to you for a job next. Unless that new fella of yours wants a highly competent but totally unqualified woman at his golf course.
I'll put in a good word. If I ever get to see him.
Problems?
No, either he's busy or I am. You know, he's meant to be coming tonight, but I put him off. I didn't think I'd be very good company.
What you need is a fairy godmother.
Oh, aye. Plenty of them around here.
Plenty of money, though. You know where to look.
What about under Kim Taylor's bed?
Oh, I'd hate to think what's under there.
She's got plenty.
Whoever try tell, make her the right offer, she'll become your sleeping partner.
Let me think about it. Slowly.
Hi.
Hey, a pint of lager for me, a glass of wine for the small person by my side, a quick glance at the menu, and a straight answer to the question, are you seeing somebody else?
No. And if anyone says any different, they'll need very expensive dental work.
Right, well, that's that cleared up then. So where are we going tonight?
Tonight?
Me, you, date, arranged, break date, break heart.
Oh, I forgot. You know my Auntie Lulu? She's having a party.
Well, great. I love parties.
No. Ladies' things. You know, catalogue?
What, like naughty knickers and leather handcuffs? So you're going to buy one of them things that walks?
Plastic food containers.
So, to keep your crisp bread fresh, you're going to cancel a date with me?
Tomorrow. I promise you. Tomorrow.
Fine. Well, I'm going to have strong words with that rabbit lying to me like that.
Marlon, old man, I want to apologise for what I said earlier. Stress, worry. I'm not a well man.
You want to apologise?
Exactly. And to show my remorse, I want you to share a shot of vodka with me.
I don't know. I mean, until the health inspectors have finished the
health inspectors won't find anything wrong with this vodka, I promise you.
Well, aren't you having one?
In spirit, the tummy is still a bit...
Well, over the teeth and round the gums, Luco's stomach. Here it comes.
You know, sometimes I swear I can hear Frank laughing at me.
What?
He tried to teach me about business. I thought I'd learnt well.
Well, you have, haven't you?
He always acted on his instincts. He'd get all the information together first, and, well, no matter what the facts were, it was his gut that made him do the deals, or not.
And?
And various parts of my body, my head, and, well, maybe my heart, told me that going into business with Alex Oakwell was a good idea. But my gut, Sophie, my gut said that man's dangerous.
Give me a dangerous man any day.
Is this to do with Zoe zooming off to the Caribbean?
It's a long story.
They usually are.
Terry wants a word.
Oh, is it important? I'm rather busy.
Actually, it's a business proposition.
Oh?
Do we have to talk about it here?
We don't have to talk about it at all.
Alan's selling up. I want to buy the wool pack.
And you're looking for a new barmaid?
No, I'm looking for money. For a backer.
Oh, I see. Sophie, give Terry a coffee. I'm going for a shower. Can you wait?
Huh?
And you're still here because?
I thought you might want me for something.
There you go.
Eric?
Yes?
Is that the vodka you were drinking the other night?
Yes, but it's...
I've been checking again. I'm sure it's the only thing that everyone who was ill had.
It was food poisoning. Alcoholic poisoning sends you blind.
Oh, great. Marlon Dingle, blind chef. Watch him dice carrots with his remaining fingers.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
There you go. Your eyesight's getting better, not worse.
I think you ought to ring the solicitor.
What the devil for?
Have you thought that Kathy might sue us? This could ruin her business as well as ours.
And have you thought that no one actually said what caused the trouble? That it could have been a virus.
If it is that vodka, where did you get it?
I guarantee that there is nothing wrong with the vodka. And if the health inspectors say differently, I will personally drink a whole bottle of it and hang the consequences.
Have I ever told you, eh? I love this man, Dean. Like he was my own father. Come here.
If you spend as much time working as you do hanging around, you might even keep your job.
I could have pulled a sickie today.
A what?
A day off poorly and fight the effects of severe food poisoning.
Well, go and fight them down at the chute. Seth's still ill. Dear Betty's brought in a list of jobs to be done.
Seth don't do this much in a week.
What have you been up to?
Nothing much. Thought I might go home early.
No, do that. Don't come back tomorrow.
I thought you might let me go home early in return for some information.
Go on.
You were right. Kim didn't notice I was there. Well, not for a while. Then she got dead stroppy. But
Kelly,
she was talking to Terry Woods about buying the wool pack.
you're making this up.
He's in the house now. Must be a long meeting.
Hi. I brought you another cup of coffee.
Oh, no thanks, love. If I have any more, I won't sleep for a week.
I don't know what's keeping her.
She's probably turning her purse out to see if she's got enough loose change to buy the wool pack.
As you wish you'd never said.
It's just a joke.
You've had a long wait.
Oh, it's not a problem. Well, the thing is, Alan's leaving. He's given me first refusal. I'd like to buy the place.
Stop. Would you like to know what I was doing in the shower?
Well, he might not, but I certainly would.
Hi.
Hiya. Sorry, am I interrupting something?
I'll go. We'll talk about it later.
No need. Terry, thanks for asking, but I'm not interested.
We haven't heard what I've got to
Terry,
say.
not interested is not interested.
Will somebody tell me
Terry
what...
wants to buy the wool pack. Correction, Terry wants me to buy the wool pack for him.
Well, sounds a great idea.
Thanks.
Well, if Kim's not interested, I might be.
Really? Well...
Oh, we'll talk about it later. I've got some catching up to do.
Right. Well, I'll fill you in.
Hi, you.
You don't want a pub.
A boy needs a hobby.
I've got a better one.
What have I done to make you lie to me?
Now,
Thought I deserved better.
he's my dad. We're going to get upset if you found out that he lost his job. Tell him right here.
Where?
In that field.
Sorry?
Yeah, here, you'll miss it.
Marlon?
Oh, hey up, Mr. Pete.
How are you?
Yeah, great, yeah.
Really?
A bit fuzzy, you know.
Oh. No stomach pains?
Nah, no.
Queasy? Not feeling sick?
Bit hungry, actually.
Oh. Can't be the vodka then. Nothing. Cheers, Marlon.
Andy, how long have you been living here?
3 weeks.
Why didn't you say?
I told you.
3 weeks? When did your dad lose his job?
Can't remember.
It was more than 3 weeks ago, the farmer said.
Maybe it was.
So, did you move in here straight away? Where did you go? Andy?
We lived rough for a day or two. It went out.
You should have come to us.
We would have had him put back in prison.
No, we wouldn't.
You can't keep your nose out for a minute, can you?
You're keeping your kit on tonight, then?
Have you told him?
I only asked his advice.
My lips are sealed to be opened only just enough to quaff that fine ale that you're going to buy me. Oh, my God, you look wonderful. Far too good for your Auntie Lulu.
Oh, yeah, the catalogue party.
Wool pack. Oh, right.
No, you can tell her yourself. Hang on. Mandy, it's Colin. He's been held up.
Oh, can I explain? You never even wrote!
As it happens, I've been out, working. That's why this place is a bit of a mess.
And you really think this is the sort of place to bring up a young boy?
Well, it might not be a big, swanky farmhouse, but it's all I can manage at the moment.
You said you were working.
Yeah. deliveries. Just days. I don't want to neglect the lad.
And I'm supposed to believe that?
You believe what you like. But let me make one thing clear. Me and Andy are fine. We don't need you sticking your nose in.
I'm just trying to help, nothing more.
We don't need it.
Why doesn't Andy come for tea tomorrow? He looks like he could do with some decent food inside him.
Because tomorrow we've got something on. Sorry.
Another day, then.
Maybe, yeah. I'll call you when it's convenient.
Listen, Andy.
Look, I've told you.
If you need us, you know where we are. There won't be any trouble.
I didn't want her to come, Dad. She made me.
I know, lad. But she's an interfering old bat, and we don't need her. Okay.
Eric, what are you doing?
Drinking. Thinking that the antiques trade beckons. Because we're not going to get another customer in here again. We're closed. For good. Unless we rename it the Botulism Bar.
Or Salm Manila City.
Ah, the voice of doom. Welcome to the Titanic. Pull up a deck chair.
No, thank you. I just thought you ought to know. You've got the all clear.
What?
All the signs were that this is where the outbreak came from, but we can't find a thing. You can open again whenever you like.
I love you.
Good.
I want the whole world to know that I love you.
I think they do.
No, I mean, announce it properly. A party, Kim, a celebration. We could invite everybody.
Steve, we can't. I can't. Money's tight. I had to pay Chris off to forget that business with Alex.
How much?
350,000.
Ouch. I can afford it. Hong Kong went like a dream. I made more money than I thought possible. I'm going to throw the best party Home Farm's ever seen.
Told him to come over and sit in a quiet corner, but he wouldn't.
Seth, missing pub. He has got it bad.
You're okay, though.
I just don't tell Eric Pollard that.
Yes, Chris?
Organ grinder, please.
Oh, sorry. Don't know that one.
Can I have a word, Alan?
Yeah, certainly. What about?
I understand you're selling up.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'd like to buy the wool pack.